I hit Diego 20 minutes a day. 20 minutes a day I hit him. So his body understands impact. These fighters are thinking they're never going to get fucking hit. And when they do, it gets them emotional, gets them all these other things. They start feeling like it's a failure versus that's what's supposed to happen in here, crazy. Calm down. And if you actually master that skill, the fear and anxiety that's making you rush or hesitate won't be there. It really will be blended out. And the ability to understand when to exhale and when to breathe, to escape and to move in, will give you enough oxygen in your brain to make a coherent decision.
I started making a new video yesterday. After seeing the Diego Sanchez, the new footage of him training with Joshua fucking midget muppet Fabia. And it just pissed me off, man. Like, I wasn't going to cover this shit again. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't going to cover it again. I didn't feel like... I didn't want to. Because I felt like it was not giving Diego Sanchez the way out that he really deserves as the legend of a fighter that he is. But to be honest, actually, I've changed my mind after watching all this footage and stuff. I think every single person who has a platform, every single person who is producing content, right, we all have a responsibility right now. And I don't give a fuck. I know, I understand how small I am and how many little views I'm getting. As a fan of Diego's, as a lifelong fan, ever since he won the Ultimate Fighter, I've loved that kid. And to see him go out like this and to see all this shit happening to him actually genuinely upsets me. And anyway, long story short, I ended up recording some fucking angry as fuck rant about Joshua Muppet Fabia. And then it got late, I ended up going to bed, waking up, working 10 hours, coming back home, listening back to it. And I was like, I can't post. But you know what? I'm gonna. Do you know what? I am gonna. Because it's real. And yeah, so fucking what? I get angry. And what? I care about the guy. Not asked. So yeah, this is the unedited rant of me kicking off with the fool that he is. I hope you get some kicks out of it. Enjoy. Mate, the only coherent decision Diego Sanchez can make right now is to get rid of you about when to move and when to move in and out. What is him hanging upside down, getting smacked in the head, gonna teach him about moving in and out? And what do you mean the anxiety of getting hit is gonna be numbed out? What, because you fucking beat the nerves out of his head? Can't fucking feel it anymore. A lot of what you're saying half makes sense. But that's not how you put that philosophy into fucking practice. Your job as Diego Sanchez's coach isn't to teach him how to get hit. It's to teach him how to not get hit. It's to teach him defense. It's to teach him technique and combinations, man. I don't want to hear any bullshit about how, what, you think we don't do that? You think we don't do that? Shut up! With your fucking stupid voice, man. I'd fucking hope that you're fucking doing some sort of fucking pad work. Some sort of fucking, some level of fucking actual training to do what you're supposed to be doing. What you're putting Diego in the fucking cage to do and to risk his fucking life to do. Of course I fucking assume that you're doing that. Doesn't mean that getting hit in the head for 20 minutes on the side is acceptable. CTE isn't caused from one, well, it can be caused from one big strike knocking you out. It's caused from years of repetitive impact. Fucking hell, if he's hitting you at that rate for 20 minutes every single fucking day, man, you must be taking hundreds of repetitive strikes to the dome daily. And I've got no proof of this, right, but I'm telling you I'm right. Let me break down what's gone through that little muppet's head. If you ever do decide to delve in to concussions and CTE, more specifically concussions, right? If you delve into concussions and why you're more at risk of a concussion through weight cutting and everything, right? You're going to end up figuring out and learning that the brain shrinks when it's dehydrated. So in a weight cut, your brain shrinks, and a concussion occurs from when the head is hit in an impact, and the brain rattles against the sides, gets hit against the side. And obviously, when your brain is shrunk due to a weight cut or from dehydration, there's more space in there for your brain to rattle about, and you're more susceptible to getting knocked out. This is exactly what's going through his head, right? Every part of the body can be conditioned. Every better. There's got to be a safe way to condition the brain, to condition the head. If being dehydrated allows more space for your brain to move around in there and potentially be more susceptible to getting knocked out and to getting a concussion, then what about if you do the opposite and you hang upside down and force the blood to the brain, causing the swell? I mean, look at his head. Look at Diego's head, man. That's not a normal Diego Sanchez head. He's got fucking little ogre lines, little troll lines on the top of his head, looking like some fucking mountain man. Do you know what I mean? Got veins popping out everywhere. Like, that is, his head's about to pop off, mate. I'm about to pop off. I just think that's obviously what's gone through his head. And I think that's probably the fucking, like, how he's tried to word it to fucking Diego for it to sound smart and for it to make sense, because how else do you justify that? How else? If I'm wrong, then someone please explain to me how else you justify that. How? Maybe there's another angle that I've missed, there's some other sadistic little fucking fucked up way of trying to justify that. But I reckon that's one way, that what I've just said, that is definitely one sadistic, like fucked up, obviously stupid way that comes across smart to another idiot, to someone that you've already... Sorry, Diego's not an idiot, but he is he is acting like an idiot now. But to someone that you've got, you know what I mean? That someone that you've got under your spell, someone that you've got hook, line, and sinker, mate. Believe in every single word that comes out of your mouth like you're a fucking guru. I'm fucking done. I'm done. So yeah, obviously, as you can tell, I've calmed down a lot since I recorded that. I was angry, yeah? The only thing I really missed off that I wanted to say and that was going through my mind, but I couldn't get it out, I couldn't express myself properly because I was too worked up, is that he, in that same interview, right, which was on the Mike Swick, Real Quick with Mike Swick podcast, he goes on to give examples of what it is that he's trying to teach his students, and he was going on talking about Dustin Poirier and how he likes the way that Dustin defends himself when he's in the pocket and he's lifting his elbows up and is reactive to punches that are coming towards him, and he's never staying still and he's rolling with the punches. And he recognises that as something that fits within his ideology of fighting. That's all well and good. Congratulations for identifying a technique from someone else that you can acknowledge as being useful. But what the fuck are you doing? Do you know what I mean? You've identified something that you want to then teach to your students. How about you go and speak to that person? Spend a month with that person. Spend 3 months with that person. Study their training. Study what it is that they're doing to develop that skill. Don't just then assume that you know how to develop that skill with your bullshit fucking madness. That's not how it works, man. And this is exactly how people like Joshua Fabia are able to trick people, are able to manipulate people, because half of what he is saying is right. Half of what he is saying is factual and it does make sense and it's hard to argue against. He's just not putting it into practice properly. I'm trying my hardest not to get worked up about it again and just try and actually coherently express myself in an effective manner that comes across as semi-intelligent so that I can hopefully make other people see what I'm saying. Nothing else. Oh, God. What's going to come next? Seriously. What else is going to happen? What is he hoping to achieve from this? Is this you pushing your product? You don't come across as self-aware to me at all, Josh. In fact, I think it's quite the opposite. And I think it's evident that it's quite the opposite. I think it's astounding that you've gotten this far in life, still believing the same bullshit that you believed for all this time. How have you not got people around you telling you that you're a muppet? And how have you convinced Stephen Bonner, man? And we need to talk about Stephen Bonner. I mean, he was getting kicked out of a gym the other day for not wearing a face mask, which, you know, let's not even fucking go down that road. But what's going on with him? Why is he holding the camera up while Fabia and Diego are supposed to be having a private meeting with the UFC staff? Why is he holding the camera up for him? Oh, man. Sometimes it's not even worth asking these questions because it just opens up more fucking rabbit holes. Oh, man. But when does it end? Right, never mind what's next. When does it end? Because Diego's the kind of guy where he does this a lot. He bounces from team to team. He gets pissed off with people. He befriends people, and the next thing you know, they're his enemy. Is he going to snap out of this hypnosis that he's currently in and just kill Joshua Fabia in 10 years' time? We're laughing, but I'm being deadly serious now. Like, it's either going to go one way or the other, right? It's going to be either Joshua's death or Diego's suicide. I don't see any other way it goes. Or prison or something. You know what I mean? Joshua's convinced him to do something stupid. Oh, man. I could rant all day about this guy, and I don't wanna. You know, I've started my new MMA channel. I want to be talking about MMA fighters, upcoming fights, breaking down fights. I want to be starting a podcast where I'm interviewing fighters and up-and-coming fighters. I'm friends with a lot of local fighters in England. I want to interview them. I want to get them on. I've bought all the equipment, all the camera and tripod and lights and everything. I'm ready for it all. I'm supposed to be doing different shit. And instead, this is video number 6. And 3 of them have been about this idiot, man. And it's just pissing me off. He doesn't deserve the limelight that he's getting, but at the same time, Diego needs us. Hopefully, if we all shout enough, and we all shout loud enough, that something, maybe someone somewhere can say it in a way that resonates with Diego. I don't think we should give up on Diego. I don't think we should just leave him to his demise. Because let's face it, if we just leave him to it, nothing good is going to come of that relationship. You know, I was quite reserved on my opinions of Fabia when I released my first video about him. A lot's changed since then. There's been a lot that's come out since then. Training footage, interviews, video footage. A lot has come out since that video, and like, he's releasing all this footage and phone calls and videos and everything else of everything that's conspired in the past 12 months or however long all this has been going on for in the background between Diego and the UFC and Fabia, and it's just making him look worse. Look, I'm just going to leave it at that. My channel's absolutely flying, by the way, guys. Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting this kind of growth. I wasn't expecting the amount of views that I'm getting so fast. I've hit 50 subscribers in 9 days. For me, that is a massive fucking achievement. I'm not going to pat myself on the back too much. I've still got a long way to go. I'm willing to grind. I'm enjoying it. As DC says, embrace the grind. I've been inspired by the comments, by the support, by just everything, man. Like, I wasn't planning on dropping so many videos in such a short amount of time. I was thinking one a week to begin with. But seeing the views pile up and seeing the numbers climb, it's just got me on a different level of excitement, man. And I swear to God, I'm working 10 hours a day and I'm coming home. And when I'm not working, I'm video editing and I'm researching and I'm recording and I'm doing my thumbnails and I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm smashing it, guys. Thank you. Listen, I love you all. Everyone on this fucking planet. Except Joshua Fabia, he can suck a dick. A big shout out to my friend Blair for producing the amazing background music. If you're looking for a producer, mixer, or just love good music, then head on over to his page and give him a follow. That's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more MMA content just like this and more. I'm your host, Geraint Lewis. See you next time. Peace out.
I love you. See you soon, boy.